Am I the butthole for not wanting to have my ex's stepdaughter some weekends? I, 32 female, have an 11-year-old daughter with my ex. We divorced 2 years ago because he cheated. He is now with the other woman and is married to her. She has a daughter who will be 11 soon. Ex's Mill is sick and his wife has been going to stay some weekends to take care of her. Ex works weekends, nights, usually, and he asked me if I would take his stepdaughter those weekends his wife is gone. He framed it as being more time for the girls to bond. I said no. He called it unfair because I gave it no consideration. I told him I didn't need to consider it and that my answer was no. He said our daughter might say she wants it if I ask her and that they would throw me some cash for it. Eventually, after I came down hard on my no, he said the reason he wants me to do it is our daughter has chosen not to have a close relationship with his stepdaughter and he thinks my interacting with her and welcoming her into my home would cultivate our daughter's willingness. I asked him was she mean or rude to the girl. He said no reluctantly and I told him that was all I was willing to interfere in and I am not responsible for cultivating our daughter's relationship with his stepdaughter. I told him the discussion was over. He and his wife are pissed about my refusal and say I would be helping them out while they're in need. Am I the butthole for not wanting to take her on occasional weekends? NTA, you're not responsible to care for the child of the woman that literally played a hand in breaking up your marriage. Also, if your daughter doesn't like her stepsister, guaranteed there's a valid reason for it. If your ex-husband is so worried about them not bonding, maybe he should look into the reason why his daughter isn't a fan of his stepdaughter. Maybe figure out if some crap is going down behind closed doors. Edit to add, many things fall under the valid reason category, not just the stepsister being a dick like I suggested in one reply. So y'all need to chill out with your maybe they just don't have anything in common or they're just resentful of the situation because both of those, as well as the possibility the stepsister maybe isn't the nicest, all fall under the valid reason category. It could even be something as simple as personalities clashing or a lack of shared interest to bond over. But of course he can't accept that because he believes his new marriage is better for his daughter than ours was and the family he has created is stronger and healthier for her, all things he said to me during the divorce. If it were stronger and healthier for her, then your daughter would have no problem interacting and bonding with her new stepsister. Laughing out loud, good lord. It could definitely be lack of shared interest, but judging by their entitled behavior, especially the audacity of his new wife thinking that you should help them out by caring for a child that isn't yours, that entitled attitude probably brushed off on the stepsister. So I'd bet money on the reason your daughter doesn't care for her is because she's a little brat behind closed doors or even blatantly out in the open and your ex-husband just doesn't see it or care. No need to vilify an 11-year-old. Maybe she's just another miserable kid whose parents were split by infidelity. The sad thing is that the stepdaughter isn't able/willing to be watched by her own mom, doesn't seem to have a dad to go to, and isn't wanted by her stepdad. Last thing I'd want in that girl's situation is to be pawned off on my stepsister's mom. It would really highlight how unwanted I was. Many people have to pay for childcare due to situations similar to what's described. Seems her ex and his wife are just too cheap to pay for a sitter. Why would he want to leave stepdaughter with a woman he said provided a not-so-good home life? Like if your new marriage is so much healthier and happier than your previous one, why are you asking your first wife to watch your stepdaughter? Isn't she supposed to be like, evil and the worst? God, I would use that excuse. Every single time. He asked. Really rub it in his face. Enjoy every second of it. Called original post a bad mother, cheated on her, wants original post to babysit the homewrecker's kid, and wants original post to fix his blended family. How high does stupid stack? Around 5 feet 9 inches of ex-husband tall. Ding ding ding. It really doesn't sound like money is the issue here. They are willing to pay original post for watching stepdaughter. It doesn't change anything in whether she should agree, but no need to make up things. I don't know, throw me some cash doesn't actually sound like they are willing to pay the full going rate for overnight childcare. At least to me it sounds like they were saying if she won't do it for free then they are to offer a small token amount. Lol, I bet it wouldn't cover food for the whole weekend. Probably that cash won't materialize. Haha, true. We will have it when we pick her up will quickly turn into oh yeah we will square up next time. Or it will be taken out of some random activity/expense. Oh, we paid for pizza for the girls for the past few weekends, so we are square now. Sounds like pizza money for one night. Nah, they would only chip in for stepdaughter's portion of the pizza. Yes. Overnight childcare is very, very expensive and very hard to find. I bet they came up with this plan after checking into it. I would be willing to bet that throw her some cash for it does not mean pay the going rate for daycare or sitters. The price of some McNuggets and fries, most likely. They did say they'd throw some money her way, which to me made it seem even more demeaning. Not vilifying her, just pointing out that there very may well be a very valid reason her daughter doesn't want to socialize with her, so she should stick to her guns and let her daughter have peace by herself when at her mom's house. I don't see why the girl can't go to her grandmother's place with her mom, even if she's just sitting on the couch looking at her phone while her mom is in the bedroom actually doing stuff. She isn't so young that she can't be left in a room unsupervised. I'm actually baffled by the ex's wife not taking her daughter with her. Even if wife is taking care of her ill mom, the daughter can be helpful or just hang out, do homework or watch TV. This is in no way on op. God, the audacity to even ask. Thank you for this, it's true and compassionate. Thank you for saying what I was feeling. The actual nerve of a mistress for demanding original post takes her kid. This is what I thought. The ex-husband and his new wife must be just wonderful people if when they need help, there is no one in either of their friend or family circle that can help them and they have to ask the ex-wife, whom they both cheated on. Wow. And then to get angry with original post about saying no? Yup. Fine people they must be. Yuck. If it were stronger and healthier for her, then your daughter would have no problem interacting and bonding with her new stepsister. Why do people here love jumping to conclusions so much? Maybe the daughter just resents the stepdaughter for whatever reason. Children of divorce are for obvious and understandable reasons often not the most reasonable. If it were stronger and healthier for her, then your daughter would have no problem interacting and bonding with her new stepsister. Laughing out loud, good lord. Look, I am not condoning what he did and I doubt the relationship with his new wife is all the things he is claiming, but 11-year-olds aren't exactly known for recognizing healthy relationships, just saying. So I'd bet money on the reason your daughter doesn't care for her is because she's a little brat behind closed doors or even blatantly out in the open and your ex-husband just doesn't see it or care. And also vilifying an 11-year-old, really? She's 11 and the original post never said anything about her behavior. I'm not vilifying her, just simply pointing out an observation from experience. Kids can be assholes, especially when they don't feel like they're cared for. But that doesn't make it any easier for another kids to deal with. I speak from experience when I made the comparison about her behavior. My mom was married many times when I was a kid and I had many step-siblings over the years, and I can't tell you how many times they were complete assholes for whatever reason, but I was made to suck it up and hang out with them anyways, and never once did either my mom or step-parent at the time try and correct their behavior. Just wanted everyone to sweep it under the rug, including me. But the new wife helped out previously, by servicing Op's husband. And the husband is currently helping out by sometimes providing a better home environment to Op's daughter. Now it's time for original post to return those favors. /S. Threw herself on that drank like it was a hand grenade. Whatever her reason for not bonding strongly, and even if there were no reason and they got along fine, your daughter gets to have home space which is just hers, and you get to have home space that her dad's new choices no longer get to intrude on. You not being responsible for helping with his problems is what divorce means. Him not getting to make decisions about your daughter's socializing when she's in your home is what divorce means. If he didn't want that, maybe he shouldn't have caused this entire situation. Now he's caused it, he can deal with it on his own time, away from you. Keep on defending your daughter's right to have some time and space in her life where his bad relationship choices aren't being ground in her face. Maybe worth pointing out to him that if they're not bonding, it's probably due to the pressure he's putting on them, and the solution isn't to add more pressure and make it inescapable. That will just make the kids straight up hate each other, even if he hasn't caused that already. Edit to add, yeah, NTA. Your response is great and I could see you getting top comment. Please edit to include not the butthole so it counts. It won't help, because this isn't a top level comment. The system hasn't counted that in a long time. You should copy this, Op. Send it to both of them. It's unbelievable that your ex is guilting you into not taking care of his side chick's, now wife's, kid. No, he doesn't get to decide this. Yes. And her daughter deserves one-on-one time with mom. I agree wholeheartedly with this note. I was asked something similar to this years ago. I stood my ground in not being taken advantage of by someone who disrespected and dishonored the love I showed him in our relationship. I can tell you this, I have never, not once, regretted saying no. Awesome reply. This op is not the butthole, do add that too. You not being responsible for helping with his problems is what divorce means. Him not getting to make decisions about your daughter socializing when she's in your home is what divorce means. If he didn't want that, maybe he shouldn't have caused this entire situation. Please reread that over and over again. Say it again for the nosebleeds in the back. Edited to say, definitely not the butthole, and I hope the Reddit community helps you reinforce those feelings. Fabulous reply. Where is the stepdaughter's father? If he is around, it is his responsibility to look after the stepdaughter whilst her mother is dealing with her sick parents. Not your responsibility at all. NTA. Your ex needs to work on their relationship, and it is due to his actions your daughter has to cohabit with a step-sibling. This is everything I wanted to say. A perfect summary of this audacious intrusion of boundaries by the ex and his wife. If his new family is stronger and healthier, why does he need you to watch a kid that isn't yours? Don't they have friends? Or has their toxic attitude alienated everyone in their lives? The stuff about wanting them to bond is hogwash. He can't find childcare because no one is willing to watch the kid, probably for a good reason. NTA. Piggybacking to say, where is the stepdaughter's father? Couldn't he watch her those weekends? I mean, he could be dead, not in the picture, live far away, work weekends. There's a million reasons for that to not be feasible. Not saying that makes any difference. Original post shouldn't have to get involved in their childcare problems. But I don't find it unusual or hard to believe that the dad isn't watching the girl. Very well put. I totally agree. NTA. Not your problem. Also, you have no reason to believe his story about the girls needing quality time. Is that true, or are he and his new wife looking for a cheap/free babysitter? I think it's both, personally. Reminds me of my ex-stepfather. We found out he was taking my little half-brother and dropping him off at his other ex-wife's house on his weekends. He claimed he was struggling to get time off but didn't want to lose visitation. All bullcrap. He just wanted to hang out with his girlfriend sans kid. A real winner, that guy. Uck. This reminds me of the time my ex-husband called me after being divorced for 10 years and not seeing our kids. He had the nerve to ask me to buy diapers for his new kid. We did not have an amicable divorce. Did you laugh? Please, I hope you laughed. I asked him if he had lost his mind. Then I said some ugly things to him and I blocked him. You mention he said it's unfair and you didn't even consider him. So, like when he cheated on you? He definitely considered you and your feelings, right? What he did was fair? Yeah, no. My mom took both my stepmom's girls with us some weekends, but our situation was nothing like yours. If it had, I was exactly your daughter's age. I wouldn't have wanted to be anything more than the bare minimum polite to this woman and her daughter either. If you agree to take the daughter of his affair partner, your daughter may feel like she basically has no escape from her. Stick to your guns, mama. NTA et al. Your daughter needs one-on-one time with her mom. It's just fair if she's asked to split her time with you with this girl. Particularly if she does not like her. She's an individual, they are not a package deal just because their parents are married. Your ex is only asking this to convenience him. You need to do what is best for your daughter. NTA, this sub is way too full of people pawning off their children on others. Your children and the childcare they require is your responsibility. That's why they're your children. You baked them, you bought them. The audacity of the ex getting upset about original post not taking responsibility of his stepchild is unbelievable. I applaud Ops Restrained for not laughing in his face. Yep, this. Surprised to see that I had to scroll this far to see this. Original post and her daughter need time together, period. All the other factors may play a part, but are not as important. They need time alone together. It would be one thing if the daughters had become friends and wanted to hang out together at Op's house. If she had a pool or something like that, it may not have been the greatest for Op, but it would have been good of her to put aside resentment and help the kids. But this isn't coming from the kids aren't really friends. In this case, original post is not the butthole and in fact being a good mom by focusing on her daughter, who doesn't seem like she wants any more time with her step-sib. Many in the future? But dad isn't helping by trying to make them a package deal now. What did I just read? Your cheating ex is pressuring you to babysit homewreckers kid? NTA. You know that, just be strong about it. And the cherry on top is Op's ex is asking so he can make his new family/marriage work. He has some serious balls to ask his ex to help him with the relationship he cheated on her with. NTA. Balls or a severe lack of brains. NTA. He said our daughter might say she wants it if I ask her. He said the reason he wants me to do it is our daughter has chosen not to have a close relationship with his stepdaughter. Well, if that isn't a contradiction. Right? When finally pushed, he gives the real reason. The changing/conflicting stories make me suspect that he's lying about the underlying reason. Who knows if Homewreckers Mill is actually sick? Maybe they just want a free sitter so they can have a kid-free weekend or something. Or maybe he's just working on his next mistress and needs the stepsister out of the way? All in all, NTA. Don't they have 5 other nights a week to work on building their relationship? Damn, I wonder why this girl isn't best friends with the daughter of the woman who had an affair with her dad. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube. And share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.